Today we'll build a super simple daily activity tracker in Excel with drop-downs, automatic totals, and a progress bar that moves as you work. No scary formulas, no macros, just clear steps. By the end, your tasks will look organized even if your desk doesn't. Hi there, my name's Andreas and I'm a full-time teacher and best-selling Udemy instructor with over 80,000 students from over 135 countries. If you're new to Excel, don't worry. I'm keeping everything slow, clear, and beginner-friendly. We're making a tracker where you can type your activities, pick a priority, leave quick notes, and set each one to not started, in progress, or completed. The numbers at the top update by themselves. A donut chart shows the task completion percentage, and a progress bar shows how close you are to finishing your day. By the way, if you don't want to spend time creating this template for yourself, you can find a link to it in the description. Let's start fresh with a blank workbook. Open a new sheet. First, let's make things easy to read. Click the tiny triangle in the top left corner of the sheet to select everything. Right-click any row number, choose row height and type 20. While everything is still selected, select vertical alignment to middle and horizontal alignment to left so text sits nicely in each cell. Change the font size to 14 so you're not squinting. Now right-click on any column letter, choose column width, and type 15. Already looking calmer, right? We'll build the table that holds your task. Click in cell B7 and type no and a dot. Press Tab and type task number. Press Tab again and type priority, then status, and then notes. These are your headers. Drag to select from B7 and cross to F17 so you have a little rectangle that covers the headers and some empty rows. Go to the Insert tab and click Table. Make sure the box says My Table Has Headers is checked and click OK. You now have a real Excel table, which is great because tables grow automatically and keep your formatting and formulas tidy. If the tiny grid lines distract you, you can hide them for a cleaner look. Go to the View tab and uncheck grid lines. You can always bring them back later. Let's give the table a bit of style so it's easy to read. Click anywhere in the table, go to Table Design, open the Style Gallery and choose New Table Style. If you like, name it Tasks Table. In the whole table area, click Format, go to Border, pick a light gray color, and apply both outline and inside so you get a soft grid. Confirm. Now choose Header Row, click Format, make the text bold, and pick a very light gray fill so your headers stand out without shouting. Confirm and apply your new style from the Custom section. While we're here, let's give the table a short name to make the formulas easy. In the table name box, type Tasks and press Enter. Type a few pretend tasks so that we can see things working. Things like email follow-ups, design review, update report, team check-in, quick workout. Add a few of these on the notes column if you want. Don't overthink it. These are just examples so that we can watch the colors and counts change. Now let's make the priority column easy with a drop-down. Move your mouse just above the priority header until you see a small black arrow, then click. That selects the whole priority column inside the table. Go to the Data tab and choose Data Validation. Change Allow to List. In the source box, type High, Medium, Low. Exactly like that, separated by commas. Click OK. Try it out. Open a Cells drop-down and choose a priority. No more typos. We'll add color so your eyes go straight to important tasks. With the priority column still selected, go to Home, then conditional formatting, then new rule. Choose format only cells that contain, set it to equal to, and type high. Click Format, go to Fill, choose a light red and confirm. Do that again for medium and pick a light blue. For low priority, we'll choose a light green color. Statuses will get a drop-down too. We'll store the official words in a smaller helper list above the table. Click B2 and type Not Started. Press Enter. In cell C2, type In Progress. Press Enter. And finally in cell D2, type Completed. Center these three headers. Nice. Now select the whole status column on your table the same way you did for priority. Go back to Data Validation. Choose List again. This time, click in the source box with your mouse, select B2 to D2. Confirm. Now your status cells show the three choices from that little list. We'll add three live numbers above that table. How many tasks are not started, how many are in progress, and how many are completed. We already typed the words in cells B2 and D2. We'll put the counts in B3 and D3. First, make that little area look like a nice tiny dashboard. Select B2 through B5 and fill the cells with a very light red color. Now fill C2 to C5 with a very light blue color. And finally, fill this area with a light green color. Bold text in B2 through D2 and give those three cells a fill so they look like labels. The next step is to merge the cells that we are going to enter the formulas. Highlight the cells from B3 to B5 and click Merge and Center button. All right, do the same with cells C3 to C5 and D3 to D5. Now the only formula you need, click on cell B3 and type equal COUNTIF. Now highlight the statuses column, comma, cell B2. Close parentheses and enter, and here is the result. In plain words, this means count how many cells in the status column of the tasks table match the word in B2. Instead of typing again the same formula, let's copy that formula from the formula bar. Click on cell C3 and paste the formula inside the formula bar. Now change cell B2 to cell C2. Follow exactly the same steps for D3, but put D2 instead of C2. Maybe I will increase the size of the result to 20 and change the font color to red. Try changing a few task statuses and watch the numbers jump. It's satisfying, right? Let's make column A narrow around width 3 so it's just a spacer. Let's turn those three numbers into a progress bar that fills as you complete the tasks. Select the range B2 through D5 together so you grab both the words and the numbers. Go to Insert and choose a 100% stacked bar chart. If it looks odd at first, that's normal. Right-click the chart and choose Select Data. Click Switch Row to Column so these three statuses become part of a single bar. In the Legend list, move the Not Started to the bottom. Then select the Completed to the top so the bar reads Not Started. Then In Progress, then Completed from bottom to top. Also, deselect the 2 and 3 horizontal axis labels. Confirm. Right-click on the colored bar, choose Format Data Series, and set the gap width to 0 so it looks like one smooth bar. Click each piece of the bar and set the fills. Light green for completed, light blue for in progress, and red for not started. Delete the chart title and any axes. We don't need them for a progress bar. Delete also the legend of the chart. Finally, remove the border and fill of the chart. Right-click on the chart and from Format Chart Area, remove Fill in Border. Drag the bar so it sits beside your table. Test it. Mark a few tasks completed and watch the green part grow. Now your day is a picture, not just a list. If you want the number column to fill by itself, here's the easiest way. Type 1 in the first data cell under No and 2 in the one below it. Select both cells and drag down the little square. Excel sees the pattern and keeps counting for you. If you prefer a formula, you can click on B8 and type equal, row, open, close parentheses, -7. And copy it down. This simply turns the row number into an item number based on where your headers sit. Here are a few everyday tips set in plain language. If a drop-down disappears, click the cell, open Data Validation, and check that it says List and still points to the right source. If you prefer different priority words, change them in the Data Validation for the priority column. If you want different status names, edit the words in B2 to D2. Your drop-downs will use those words and your counts will still work later because the formula looks at whatever is written in those cells. If you later change the words, update the conditional formatting rules that point to those cells so the colors keep matching. To add more tasks, look for the tiny handle at the bottom right of the table and drag it down. The table grows and brings the formatting, the drop-downs, and the rules with it. If you want a second tracker on another sheet for a different project or a different day, right-click on the Sheet tab, choose Move or Copy, check Create a Copy, and click OK. Rename the new sheet and you're ready to go. Let's do a quick breath-level recap. No fancy terms. We made a comfy sheet. We built a table for tasks. We completed a simple drop-downs for priority and status so you click instead of type. We taught Excel to color important things and finish things by itself. We created 3 little counters that will tell you how many tasks are not started, in progress, and completed. Then we turned those numbers into a progress bar that fills up as things are marked done. That's your day. Simplified. If this helped, tell me in the comments so other beginners feel safe trying it too. And if you like simple, useful Excel builds, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you catch the next one. Your spreadsheet glow starts here. Thanks for watching.